Hey guys, this is a quick broadcast from Airmen and Rotarians, April 26th, Wednesday, about 2:30 in the afternoon. Right now, Operation Gotham Shield is in effect. I'm actually downtown. I had to see my attorney earlier, and I figured I'd come see. I'm near the Hudson River. I figured I'd come see if I could see any action, maybe any planes flying over, jets, because it's by the MetLife Stadium, which is like west of me. It's where the Giants play. I don't see anything going on. I don't even see like any boats in the Hudson River that look like they're Navy or any other Coast Guard or any other forces like that. There's a lot of stuff going on that I want to get to, but I want to get to the core things here. I'd like to get as many people as possible to join my Patreon at even the lowest level. There's a lot of benefits to go to the Rotarian group in Patreon. I will send everybody who joins a shirt. I designed it. Hopefully I can get some of those printed out soon. It's basically black shirt, come in V-neck if you want. This is Rotarian.com in nice plain letters. Verdana, I think, is the font that I chose. Basically, it doesn't have to say anything. The word itself is interesting, and people might want to check it out just by looking at the shirt. But I'd like people to join. No, I would send them some membership cards and things like that. I plan on actually setting things up with businesses where if you do have a membership card, go in there and get discounts. You can get special access to events with the card. It's even at the lowest levels of subscription, which I think is $2 a month. That will you'll be able to do that. So I want to grow that. So if everybody wants to go to Rotarian.com and go to become a member, they could join there. It also helps, fund the operation. I'd really like to get out there and do a lot more investigations, which I can't really do on a low budget. I'd like to make the videos a little bit better. Maybe get a cameraman, do some like on the street stuff. I wanted to add more of a comedic element to it, so it's more entertaining. But at the very basic amount, I'm just saying, join at the basic level. I'm gonna have a store. We're gonna be selling things. I'm not gonna go the sponsorship way. I don't like the ads. I don't like all my videos are demonetized on YouTube. Basically all of them. It's not like I was making a lot, but I was starting to grow like nice viewership. Just suppressing all the numbers. If any of you guys have YouTube channels, what they're saying is true. Like, they're really cutting into the people's pockets right now. And funny thing is, I just really started. I've had the monetized account open for a long time, but I just really started putting videos out that are actually getting views over the past couple of months. And I've seen over the past 2 months a big difference in analytics. So anyway, besides that, there's so much stuff going on right now. I don't think North Korea is a big deal. I read a paper that what they're really trying to do is play war games, with all these armadas and so on and so forth, to show all the other countries around the world we mean business. And China is probably going to have somebody kill Kim Jong-un very methodically, and just take him out. I don't know what would happen after that. What I would like to see happen is South Korea take North Korea over. That would probably be the best thing. But who knows? China and Russia, who border North Korea, don't want anybody migrating into their countries. God forbid something should happen. And the Korean Peninsula used to be a long time. It wasn't always split. It used to just be a peninsula full of Korean people. Skull and Bones got their hands into that whole thing years ago. It all goes back to them. And that's why I want to do these investigations and uncover this stuff. But I wanted to just talk to you guys today about honesty and truth, because I feel like I'm always getting screwed over. And a lot of people are like, you got a lot of really bad luck. And a couple of years ago, a friend of mine that I was working for told me, listen, I'm telling you this because I like you, you're a good kid, and in the long run, I think it's going to help you out a lot. Because he knew I lost my business at the time, and I was like working 7 days a week just to barely get. It's actually loser. I was working like two, 3 jobs, losing money every single day. Just because my previous venture, I was making more than enough money to live, and then this is before my accident. And then when I had my accident, I'm completely out of the game right now. As you can see, this isn't a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Massive head trauma here, damage, bad. The seizures that I've been having, waking up in the hospital with tubes down my throat. Scary, very scary. I'm basically like not able to do it. I fall asleep all the time. I'm not like sometimes it can't wake me up. They say that's actually like a form of a seizure. It's like a narcoleptic. I forgot what they call it, like a narcolepsy with a seizure disorder combined. I would fall into such a deep state of sleep that the electrical signals in my brain would stop. It's like the opposite of like a tonic-clonic seizure, where you're like all jumping around and like, like people can't stop you. Like me, I just basically stop. My brain turns off, and then I end up waking up in the hospital 3 days later. That hasn't happened in the past couple of months, which I'm grateful for. Could be my medication changes and stuff like that. My doctors are pretty good. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about truth and honesty. And it's very important to be completely honest about everything. Now, we know that our media, our government, politicians, everybody's lying to us. And even like out of my friends who think they're the most honest, and even the people I know that say that they're honest people, I could see right through it. I could see right through all their bullshit. I'll just tell you really quick. Okay, so my friend Chris, I won't say his last name. He's a person of great importance. I'm at his business one day, I'm talking to him. He says, hey, you're a good kid, let me tell you something that a very wise person told me when I was your age. Every white lie, every exaggeration. Oh, I'm gonna call you right back, but then you don't call them. You make plans with somebody and then you don't keep your plans. You talk to somebody that might say, hey, this is stupid, but this even has to do. Oh, let me get $1. I'll give you it right back. You never give them the $1 back. Why don't you just say, listen, give me $1. There's a possibility you're not going to get it back. It's $1. Why wouldn't you just say that instead of going even further and saying I'll pay you back, which is actually harder to say than can I get $1? Is it all right if I get $1? Just $1. If I can get back to you, I get back to you. I'm just using that as a point because it's these little things that count. Let's say a friend, invites you over, and say, oh yeah, so and so's coming, so and so's not coming, this and that. And maybe they know somebody's coming there who you got problems with. Some kind of problem, whatever it is. But they don't tell you that because they just want you to come anyway, They just want you to come. Instead of saying, listen, so-and-so is going to be there, is that all right with you? Instead of explaining it that way, they just kind of like brush it under the table like it's no big deal. People do this kind of shit all the time. And these are very small things. But he basically said, listen, be completely honest about everything, white lies. So you have a girlfriend, cheat on her, even kiss another girl. Tell her the truth about it. Tell her, be honest, but don't lie. One lie begets another, which is true. That's like it becomes pathological after a while, because all you do is lie to cover up more lies. I would talk to somebody, there's family members in particular, that would tell me something, and then like a few months later, I'd talk to them again, and I'd be like, oh, didn't you tell me this? No, I never told you that. Never told you that. But I know what I was told. I'm not stupid. I know what you said. So, I don't know, like this purge happened. It was very difficult at first because, sometimes you want to kind of exaggerate it. A little white lie, just even to make somebody smile. Like, oh yeah, your hair looks really good today. This is how your character comes out, because if you know how to, what is that famous line? You can't handle the truth. So let's say you're a person who can handle the truth, right? So say somebody just looks like shit one day, and then you see him and say, listen, hey, you don't look too good today. Usually, yeah, you do. But today you don't look good. Just let you know. That person might appreciate that. Because you're honest with them. Everybody else is bullshitting them all day. Maybe the person has a virus or something and they don't look too good. Say, hey, you look like shit. But you learn to say it in a nice way. Use your own character. It brings out your character. I found that out. I found out your character comes out more. Like the true you, the person inside of you. So I did this for a while. There was like a purge that happened. And then So it was weird. Like a sixth sense developed. I was starting to see like through other people's bullshit, and I'd be able to call somebody out like on the spot. I always had a good sense of character for people, but now more than ever, I could instantly call you bullshit, even if it's a little tiny white lie. And a lot of times I won't say anything. I'll just keep it in, but I'll know that what they're telling me is bullshit, and I'm not gonna believe it. There's people out there that I have 100% trust in that probably went through the same thing that I did. But anyway, I was completely honest. I was behind on some of my payments. I lost the business back in 2013. I had actually 2 businesses running at the time. I was working from home. Most of my life I worked from home. I've always had my own little thing going on. I worked in the office for maybe 3-4 years when I was 18 to 21 or 22, and the rest of it I was all working from home, basically going to job sites, running things from an outside perspective, as a boss, like as a manager. And then going back then, sometimes just to get a job you might lie to get the job. And a lot of like sales managers will tell the employees, oh, just tell them anything. Just get that check and get that contract. Just tell them anything and we'll figure it out later. So yeah, you get the contract, but then you piss the customer off, and that's why there's so many pissed off customers in this world on the phone for so many hours, because they get bullshitted to by the person in the store. And you see, I can't do that. I would be the guy that drops the ball and says, listen, that's okay. You could order this new iPhone 10 with me today. You're not gonna be able to pick it up yet tomorrow. It's gonna be about a month. Oh, but the store, but next door they told me I'd be able to pick it up tomorrow. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'll be like, listen, here's the deal. There was a problem over there at the plant in China. Everybody knows it. They're being ignorant to it. It's not looking good. You're probably not going to get the phone for a while. I would rather not take your money than have you come back here and be disappointed tomorrow and not have your phone. So there's like a major purge that happens when even little white lies, go to somebody's house. Let's say let's say their mom baked a cake. I would, they'd be like, how's the cake? I might say, hey, it's a little too sweet, but not as sweet as you. I would, but maybe, I might have said, it's good cake. But instead, I kind of like added my character to it, a little bit of charm, but I did tell the truth. And perhaps maybe next time when you go back, the cake wouldn't be that sweet, because they saw that you were giving them honest input, while everybody was just bullshitting them, so they listened to you. But it did take a while. It did take a while for me to do this purge because there comes a point where you're in a confrontation. You're with somebody, and it's like, listen, should I tell it? It's going to be so easy for me to just tell this person I was doing this last night, or I was hanging out with this person last night, or I was working on this document last night. And rather than for me to really tell them the truth of what I was really doing, it would make my life so much easier. But I chose the hard route every single time, and it hurt me. I had good credit. I had a new car. I was a little behind because I had a telecommunications business with AT&T that I lost. It wasn't my fault. They cut the contract. AT&T cut the contract through the subsidiary company that I was working through. That I had my own consulting company underneath that I was running. But they cut their contract, and subsequently my contract was obviously cut. So that was a large stream of revenue for me. My other businesses were making a few hundred a week. This one was making significantly more, enough for me to live pretty good. So that happens. I'm a little bit behind on some of my payments. You know, a lot of people they talk to the lender on the phone, the check's in the mail, I got money coming in next month, we're doing a refinance. And, people bullshit their way. People basically bullshit their way through life. They really do. They really do. Especially with a lot of these frivolous lawsuits. People might sue for a fake lawsuit. Maybe say they got hurt, but they didn't. I tried to sue, but I actually did get hurt. I mean, I got proof right here. You can just look at my face. I'm disfigured. I got serious issues. Anyway, there's people who lie to get by every single day. And I understand that. That's the survival skill. We're humans. We're moral creatures. So basically, this is what happened. I sent in a couple months of my payments because I was a little bit behind. I sent in $700, and maybe I owed another $200 to catch up with my car. So I was behind a few months. So they were basically so when's the rest coming in? Even though it was a small amount, they were listen, a small amount, but in order for me to get it out of collections and get it back to this good standing, you gotta settle up with this. Instead of me telling them checks in the mail, I told them I honestly wasn't sure. That same night my car was repossessed. I couldn't get it back. I was living in Long Island. I was working for a friend of mine that told me about this whole truth thing. I was working at his restaurant. I was running the counter. I was just doing a little bit of everything. Kind of like a right-hand man. Just doing whatever it was a busy place, so just doing whatever they needed me to do. And, he took care of me, he paid me well, but I wasn't able to do that anymore. I no longer had my car. So that leads to now I'm renting a house. Tell the landlord, I don't know. I was doing little odd jobs here and there, working at a catering hall. I mean, that's not me. I never did anything. I never worked in the catering, or I was never a waiter. I was just doing it to get by. So I was listen, I'll call you when I have it, or what do you want me to do? I had no... I was charming about it. I was nice about it. I didn't make up any lies about it. So that led for me getting out of there really quick. Then I was keeping my stuff in my friend's house. All my, like my clothes, very, very expensive clothes. I used to buy I had like 6 pairs of Dolce & Gabbana jeans, like Burberry jeans. I mean, I had really expensive stuff. I had a very expensive set of clothes that I acquired over years. Not only that, I had 3 flat screen TVs. I had a lot of stuff. And my friend let me keep it at his house, and he told me I can keep it there, which is basically a lie, because he was living in a 2-family house, and his mother threw out all my stuff without telling me. I mean, if they could have said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna get rid of your stuff. Can you come by, make arrangements to come pick?" I would have salvaged whatever I could. I mean, even videos of when I was a kid. My parents passed away like 10 years ago. So like even all that stuff is gone. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to my name. Everything's gone. And it's all because I decided to always be honest and tell the truth, and never lead anybody on. Never just say something to buy another week, buy another month, buy another day. So, I guess in this world, honesty has its consequences. But, like I said, a good thing about it, I'm actually able to see. I have this crazy sixth sense. I could automatically tell when somebody's lying, and I can call out their bullshit. Which I think is good for the Rightarian movement. It's one of the reasons why I founded it. It's about being right. It's not wrong. Always being truthful and honest. Using character over using your own personal character and charm over deception and deceit. Deception and deceit, which are lies, are basically on the side of evil, not good. So the way I look at it, because I'm into all this occult stuff, you have the duality of life. You have good and evil. You decide to be completely truthful, which goes to the side of good. So evil does what it has to do to destroy you. At every turn around the corner, evil wants you to lie. Evil wants you to deceive somebody. But you won't. You refuse. So what happens? Evil goes after you. Evil goes after you. And I understand that now. Whatever evil force is in this universe is just going after me. I got hit by a train, I almost died. I get hit by a car, I lose this. I always get robbed, I get seizures. I got all these medical problems. My family doesn't talk to me anymore. I don't know who they think I am. A lot of my family loves me, so I shouldn't say that. But some of them don't. I don't know who they think I am, but I'm somebody you want on your side. And it was very important to be honest about everything.